Christoph Ratajski.
To jest ten dzień, to jest ta chwila. Głęboki wdech, tych niepowodzenie już przemija. Odparty lęk, przecież potrafisz wygrywać. Dawaj do przodu, wyciągnij dłonie i to zdobywaj. Nieprawdą jest to, że mówili nie dasz rady. Nieprawdą jest to, że nie możesz zostać wygranym, nieprawdą jest mówienie marzeń, nie osiągniemy, bo to jest w twojej głowie, to od ciebie zależy. Potrafisz wierzyć? Potrafię, więc dalej walczę. A założenie, że każdy powinien mieć szansę. A chyba też pamiętaj, razem wstaniemy, jeśli nie tym razem, to powalczy się następnym. Nie pierwszy raz mówię, że wiara daje wsparcie, a wygranym jest już ten, który staje na starcie. Czy pokażę, zapisz wynik uważnie, bo tu wylałeś tu na treningu.
Ladies and Gentlemen, jetzt wartet die Nummer 1 der Welt, der Titelverteidiger hier beim German Darts Grand Prix, der Weltmeister von 2014, 2017 und 2019. Herzlich willkommen in München, MVG, Mighty Mike, Michael van Gerwen!
German number one is through to the final day of the German Darts Grand Prix. Either the Polish number one or the world number one is going to go through along with him this evening. Christoph Ratajski has never tested himself against mighty Michael van Gerwen until tonight. The former world master, a man who has won 3 ranking titles in a very short time in PDC darts, is a supremely talented player. He is absolutely nerveless. He has the cold, dead stare of a trained killer. But is it going to be enough against the best player on the planet? Michael van Gerwen has won the German Darts Grand Prix the 2 previous times it's been staged. Can he go and make it 3 out of 3 this Easter weekend? It is mighty Michael van Gerwen versus the Polish Eagle, Christoph Ratajski. First to 6 for a spot in the last 16. Rob Malarkey is in the box.
Let's allow Christoph to throw first. Game on.
And it could well be fitting as well that Michael van Gerwen, who celebrates his 30th birthday next Thursday, this weekend could well celebrate his 30th
58.
European Tour title. The potential story is written in the stars, but Michael van Gerwen has a lot of darts to play, and he has
59.
lots to fulfill this weekend before we can start thinking about that. Comes into this tournament having reclaimed his place at the top of the Premier League standings with that 8-2 win over Rob Cross in Cardiff on Thursday.
140.
But
139.
needing and looking for a response, I suppose, after that early exit at the hands of Keegan Brown at the second round stage of the German Darts Championship 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, he didn't do anything wrong in that game, did he? Averaged 108. It's just Keegan averaged 104 and didn't miss a single dart at double. I mean, sometimes you've just got to say he was too good on the night.
And he did say it as well, which was every credit to Michael van Gerwen. He's that
58.
sort of individual. He acknowledges the achievements of others.
But Christoph Ratajski, look, van Gerwen is very much of the
90
mindset that, look, he plays his game, everybody else has got to worry about him. He's not gone up against Christoph before, but he will be very much aware of how good a player he is. You cannot
Christoph, you require 120.
not know about this man. You cannot finish 120 after your first start goes in treble 5 either. .48 left, so 16. Will he double 16?
Michael, you require 106.
But will he get a go?
He misses the treble 18.
50.
Would have left
Christoph, you
double
require
16.
32.
And Ratajski himself now back on double 16 for the opener.
Game shot the first leg.
That'll
Christoph
do for
Ratajski,
starters.
like Michael to throw first.
Michael van Gerwen, the 8-1 on favourite to win this match. Ratajski available at around about 5-1 before play started, which I thought was a little bit generous.
Well, look, I have to say, I just think that you cannot write him off in anything. I just think
85.
he is that good. When he is on it, he does not care for reputations. He doesn't seem to get phased by anything. Gerwen Price literally
140.
screamed in his ear roll to try and put him off into match darts at the Players' Championship finals. Rod Studd, the Sky commentator, described it perfectly. He said it was like that bit in Indiana Jones where the bloke comes out and spins his swords around and all sorts, does his intricate knife play in front of him, and Indy just shoots him dead. He shrugs it off.
Great. It's a great scene, that.
102.
That's exactly what happened. Christoph just shrugged and then hit the winning double. It was magnificent.
I first saw that when I was about 9 years old, and I do remember laughing my head off at that. It was great.
99.
It's a great analogy.
Michael,
Absolutely
you
spot on.
122.
1-2-2 for Van Gerwen to level things up. Ooh. Well, he was somewhere else.
82.
But should be okay in this one, MVG.
98. Michael, you require 40.
Well, he's there to pounce if the mistake comes. But he
Game
does.
shot in the second leg. Michael van
Emphatically
Gerwen.
doesn't. 13
Third leg,
data for
Christoph
MVG
to
to
throw
level
first.
this one up.
Game
There will
on.
be no whitewash either way in this game.
$100.
Winner of 3 ranking titles last year, Ratajski. He was the only non-tour card holder to reach multiple finals in a single year,
99.
and the only player to win all his finals so far as well.
I don't think we will ever see a non-tour card holder win 3
Do
ranking
that.
titles in a year. I don't think we'll see that again.
It would take something. I mean, he's in a really good place right now as Ratajski as well, not just in terms of the titles, but in terms of the
139.
financial security as well that he's got. Earnings last year in excess of £80,000 after the World Championship.
60.
Yeah, and he went out in the first round of the World Championship, so
He got a little bit there as well, plus the 80,000 that I spoke of. 15,000 of that came from the UK Open qualifiers, one of which he won.
58.
I just think the sky is the limit for him. I genuinely do think he's got the talent that can push him up to the top echelons of this game. Maximum for MVG, his first.
One or two have suggested that he's obviously made giant strides, but he's 42 now. Do you think he's maybe left it a bit too late?
Oh, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, Mensur Suljovic seems to be doing all right. And it's not as if he came to this as a young man, PDC darts. Not on a regular basis, playing the full tour.
And you look at someone like Peter Wright, who's what, 49 this year.
Yeah. Christoph, you require 104.
Numerous players approaching their 6th decade, still inside the top 32 in the world.
One dart, double 16.
88.
Oh, some way off.
Michael, you require 28.
Yeah, and talking of Suljovic, Van Gerwen is looking at double 14 for a break of throw,
Game shot
and
the
Van
third
Gerwen
leg.
leads by
Michael van Gerwen.
2 legs to 1.
Fourth leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Well, MVG has this year obviously won the World Championship, his third on New Year's Day, won the Masters, won 2 of his first 3 Pro Tour events, won the European Darts Open in Leverkusen. Suffered disappointment again at the UK Open.
55.
By the King, Mervyn King. But
100.
you would expect him to win his 30th European Tour event at some point over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, before his 31st birthday, I would imagine. Well before. I don't think I'll have to wait till he's 31 to win his 31st European Tour title.
Could have 40 by then.
Well, he has targeted 50. I did read somewhere or hear somewhere that Michael van Gerwen had targeted 50 of these. And
57.
I don't think it would take that long, really.
Well, we've got 13 this year. It doesn't look like they're going to have fewer in the next couple of years. The crowd, new venues are going to. The crowds are still turning up. And it's becoming it has become a central part of the tour. So important, these European Tour events.
Well, he's won at least 5 every year since 2015.
58.
Which is astonishing.
8 last year alone. 1 already this year.
This is an opportunity for Ratajski to break back immediately.
99. Michael, you require 146.
2 treble 19s. Not going to get them. So Ratajski again, he had the 104
56.
that he got the dart at the double, but
Christoph,
he
you
couldn't pin
require
it.
110.
1 treble needed to get a dart at double. He's got the treble. And it's the same double. And he's missed it. He's closer, but he's missed inside again.
90.
Yeah, an inch is as good as a mile, or in this case, a millimetre is as good as a mile. Van Gerwen looking at 90. Now looking at 65. Double 10 then for Van Gerwen.
On the 4th leg.
And the number 1 seed looks as though he means business. The finishing that he produced on Thursday night in Cardiff was pretty special. 8 out of 12, I think it was, against Rob Cross, and he looks to have brought some of that here already this weekend.
Yeah, well, that's clinical stuff from MVG, but it's needed to be. Had it been clinical stuff from Ratajski, this scoreline could have been reversed.
139.
Now then, Christoph.
What have you got here?
Don't think that's in.
No, I don't either.
99. $125.
Back-to-back titles late last year on the Pro Tour for Ratajski, and it was a landmark weekend for him because it gave him, well, it opened lots of doors. It gave him a place at the Players' Championship finals and the World Championship and a tour card. So all in all,
139.
2 days in October made a big difference for him.
This time he'll look at double top.
62.
And again, Christoph Ratajski is getting
98.
these chances. He's getting a dart for the leg, and he's missing it. But this time Van Gerwen doesn't step in to punish him.
78. Christoph, you require 20. Game shot the 5th
Still
leg.
involved,
Christoph Ratajski.
still hanging in there.
Michael to throw first.
Still a breakdown, but I would not write him off just yet. Was involved in one of the
57.
matches of the Euro Tour this year. I know it's early days, but I think the Smith-Ratajski encounter is a definite candidate.
Absolutely spectacular.
4-0 he led in that one. Smith hit back, and
140.
Ratajski certainly showed a lot of resolve and a lot of spirit that day as well to come through. Surviving match darts against the bully boy, who's on stage later this evening against Ricky Evans. What a match that should be as well.
I'm not just saying this to build this game up. I genuinely think so far in this match, Ratajski has looked as likely as MVG. I mean, obviously he's just piled in a 180 there to leave 1-2-4, just as I've said that. But he genuinely, he was first to the double in 2 legs he's lost. This could be very different. Had he finished like Keegan Brown did against him in Hildesheim, we'd have been on for another shock here. Oh, that's a slip though. Not seen many of those from Christoph.
Just gives him that little bit of breathing space, doesn't it?
92.
That's the thing with MVG. Whether he's ahead or behind, he's going to keep on.
100. Michael, you require 32.
Just making sure that 32 is what's required.
Game
And
shot the
MVG
sixth
sees it off,
leg.
and
Michael
he's
van
feeling a lot
Gerwen.
more confident
Seventh
now.
leg,
Yeah,
Christoph
whatever
Team
happens, he's
from
going to
first.
keep pounding
Game
away,
on.
and he's going to put you under pressure. It doesn't matter whether you're in the lead and flying or whether you're struggling. That relentless pressure that MVG puts you under makes you miss.
140.
The immediate reward, a meeting with Stephen Bunting in the 3rd round tomorrow.
58.
Yeah, Bunting, a pair of 6-1 wins this weekend. He's looked good.
Wasn't too impressed with his performance today, though. Said it was one that certainly had a lot of room for improvement, but it was well, there were 2 very notable finishes for a break of throw in the course of that one.
Yeah, 1-2-2 and a 1-2-4. He missed the ball for a 1-2-6. It would have been a 6-0 whitewash had he taken it out, but that's a 1-7-1 for MVG. Gets him right back in this leg.
It's
enough to leave a finish, but MVG, you expect he's going to leave himself a finish. Using the bullseye now.
102.
Yep. And there's nobody
Christoph,
better in the game at taking out 170 than the man with the 1 next to his name in the seeding column.
$134. Michael, you require 170. $96. Christoph, you require 36.
Both men averaging over a ton right now. And there is only one leg in this. 13 darters all over the place in this game. Really good stuff.
140.
See, the last 3 legs all won in 13 darts.
Very impressive indeed. Ratajski. Well, I was just about to say something complimentary, but we'll just see what happens with this visit. He's recovered it with the treble.
There you go, look, I mean, it's 102 plays 105. Superb stuff.
140.
All coming down to the finishing, and Michael van Gerwen is having to average 106 and hit 80% of his darts at double to have this slender 1-leg lead over Christoph Ratajski. That is how well Ratajski is forcing MVG to play just to be in the lead here.
And every little slip up, Ratajski is acknowledging it. He knows that the margins are very fine in this one. But that's the measure of the confidence that he has, that he knows this match is there for the taking. He's not here just to make up the numbers. He's not a 5-1 shot by any stretch. And if he can fill this one up...
140. Michael, you require 128.
An extra 40 points could have made the difference. Another one in there. Leaves double 10.
180. Christoph, you require 144.
Just had that look of it landing in there after he got the first 2 parts done. Shake of the head from Ratajski again.
94.
He's running out of legs to find this break.
Game shot the 8th leg.
Right in the middle of that double 5 bed.
9th leg, Christoph to throw first.
Well,
Game on.
13 darters, an average around about the sort of 115 mark, and the last 4 legs have all been completed in 13 darts. That's the standard we're talking about in this game. They are both averaging in excess of 104 now. Fabulous watch that Christoph Ratajski, in his first ever contest with MVG, is going to have to hold his throw, break the throw, and hold his throw again if he is going to win this match. It's hard enough beating Michael van Gerwen, but coming from behind to beat Michael van Gerwen, you're entering the realms where you're going from the realms of the improbable to the almost impossible.
This would be, by the way, if he were to finish this off, Michael van Gerwen, win number 208, match win 208 on the European Tour, from a total of 239, an average percentage, I should say, of over 87 success rate. I mean, that is incredible.
Not bad, is it? Steady.
95.
He leaves the 170 again, Christoph.
Yeah, keeps knocking on the door.
I mean, I thought Aaron
93.
Monk's performance earlier on today, 104 average
170.
almost, and a 6-2 defeat to Dave Chisholm was incredible. That was creditable. This is equally so. It's been fabulous for Christoph Ratajski, and he's been a couple of double 16s or a double top away from genuinely having this
134.
sewn up
Michael,
pretty
you
much.
require 170.
Yeah, and Van Gerwen will acknowledge that as well.
Oh dear, what was that one?
46.
He doesn't think he's
Christoph,
coming back
you
to the board.
require
Christoph's playing that
30
well. He
seconds.
genuinely thinks this is gone. He might be coming back though.
18.
And he is coming back.
Michael, you
And
require
he's on that awkward double
124.
9, and Van Gerwen looking at 1-2-4. Oh, he's hit the single one again with his first start. Well, I don't
that's
think
a
I've
lack of
ever seen that on the
Christoph, you
European Tour.
require
Lack of
18.
concentration from MVG. Don't think he was expecting the opportunity in this leg.
Game shot the 9th leg.
That was a
Christoph
very, very
Ratajski.
confident
10th leg,
take
Michael,
out
to
of the double 9.
Game on.
But this is probably where Michael van Gerwen throws in an 11 darter, and that'll be that.
Or maybe even fewer.
180.
He has already thrown 3 9-dart legs this year alone. 21 in his career.
You're going early with the 9-dart talk. I know
24.
we've had a 9-darter in each of the first 2 Euro Tour events. No.
Yeah. Way too early, Rob.
57.
Well, 200 points behind, and I think Christoph probably knows
97.
the game is up now, that visit of 24. But that's the problem. You're playing Michael van Gerwen, he's in this kind of mood. Then one poor visit and the leg is already
94.
disappearing at speed into the distance. And MVG, I guarantee you the first dart is not going to go into the 1 segment here.
139. Michael, you require 170.
Well, let's see.
Well, he didn't.
56.
He has made 103 average look just pretty standard, MVG. And the finishing, the 70+% that he's finishing at,
100.
that has kept it up there.
Michael, you
He's not been at his absolute best.
114.
Ratajski could come back, but is not allowed to, because Michael van Gerwen slams the door in his face. 102 average, 75% on doubles, and he only beats the Polish Eagle by 2 legs. Another losing ton-plus average. Very, very impressive from Christoph Ratajski. But 2 darts at double 16, 1 at double top. If any of those had gone in, Christoph Ratajski might have pulled off a significant win in his career. But as it is, German Darts Grand Prix title number 3 is still on the cards for MVG.
Christoph played well, average of 101, 102.
Yeah, I can't really complain, to be fair. Christoph, of course, we know all what he can do. He won a couple of tournaments before, and I had to perform my A game. And at some points, I could do a little bit better, but I'm happy overall.
Yeah, double percentage over 70. It's quite good. How satisfied are you with the first quarter of 2019, the first 3-4 months?
I can't really complain. Had a few tournament wins, back on top of the table in the Premier League. So that's really important for me. And we're back in Germany, and darts getting bigger and bigger here, I can see.
That's cool. And we see you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Michael van Gerwen freut sich, hier in Deutschland zu sein und sagt, Darts wird immer größer. Er wird übrigens auch heute Abend beim BR noch